Welcome to Encounter Wargaming. I'm Jay, and today we're going to be unboxing all the rest of the stuff that came in our Dual Commander set. So we got some Doomseekers, we got a Goryshche, and we got some Breachlings, a couple of characters. So let's check it out. Alright, so like I said, guys, we're going to unbox all of the rest of the stuff that came in this Dual Commander box. Now, I didn't want, same way Adam did, we didn't want to load all you guys up with a whole bunch of stuff all in one video because it wouldn't do each box justice. But also, I didn't want to do each individual box as their own video because not only would it take forever because, you know, to release it in successive weeks, you know, we'd be doing this for the next 3 months, but they're, with the exception of the Doomseekers here, which is a 9-man box set, all the rest of the boxes that came in here are 1 model per box. So it seems kind of silly to do an unboxing, especially since, like, for each model individually, especially since they do come pre-assembled. So there's not like, you know, you don't really have to gawk at the sprue for a while because there's just 1 model in it and it's already assembled. So anyway, that being said, I am going to unbox one of the 2 Breachlings that I got. I got a Fenton Brahms, I got a Raving Madman, I got this Goryshche Titan, which is just super cool looking, and the Doomseekers. So we're gonna bust open all these boxes and check them out. So we're starting off with the Doomseekers. So first of all, amazing cover art. As always, Weird never ceases to amaze. So these are the Doomseekers. I assume they're one of my units. So it comes with 9 pre-assembled miniatures. So that's pretty cool. I love how this Dual Commander boxes just come with so much stuff. It was so worthwhile jumping on the Kickstarter. So good job, Adam, jumping on that. Look at these models. That is spectacular. And it looks like, yep, 9 unique sculpts. Awesome. So I was afraid when it said 9 miniatures, I was only going to get like 3 dudes multiplied by 3, but nope. There is 9 specifically unique dudes and dudettes. Love it. So, just give you a better look at the CGI renderings there. Cool. Nice. Yeah. I am really gonna love playing this game. These miniatures are just absolutely amazing. So, let's open her up and see what's inside. Alright. Giggity. So there they are, the actual miniatures, which I will show you in a minute. I want to show you the accessories first, as we always do. So, bases, just like the ones I showed you last week, and how Adam showed you in his thing. So, these are kind of like, I really like this basing idea, where it's kind of like they give you like these movement trays for each of your fire teams. So every unit consists of fire teams of 3 models, so this is wicked cool. They've given you 3 of these sort of movement tray style bases. Not only will this probably make it easier to move your units around the table, but this is also going to give me an opportunity to do like some wicked cool basing, like just have all the models sort of all flow together in this movement tray. It's just going to be fun. I mean, in order to do that, I'll probably have to number them or something, but anyway. So I'm just wondering how these bases are going to work with terrain features, though, because, you know, we might have to make some terrain features where things are kind of removable, but still, super cool. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just getting over some laryngitis, guys. Sorry if I have to clear my throat a whole bunch. But, so there you go. So you got the little bases. It looks like a 30 mil. At least I hope that these human figures are actually on 30 mils, because then that way it would make it easy for me to use them for Malifaux as well. And, yep, just fits nice in there. Nice and flush along the top. So, yeah, I can definitely have fun making these look like one giant base. Super cool. Anyway, moving on to the next thing here, we got the card for the unit. So I guess there's just 1 card because they are actually 1 unit, even though it consists of 3 fire teams. Just some super cool looking dudes. Yeah, no? Cool. And unlike Malifaux, where it has the rules on both sides, I think the opposite side of this is like, what do they call it, when you flip for glory? So when they do something cool, like all their, yep, translocation ritual, Curved knives, arcane blast. So they got an extra one on this side for open portal. Summon a breachling in base contact with this fire team. Ooh, cool. So yeah, I wondered that when I opened the portals in the last video. I was like, I wonder if I can summon stuff. Which is perfect, because I chose these guys for their aesthetic, but then in Malifaux, of course, I play Rezzers, and they're all about summoning. So that's cool that I get to summon more stuff in this game. And, ooh, Breachlings! Okay, so I guess you don't actually need the figure, because I guess their ability is to summon Breachlings. So I guess if you purchased this box without purchasing the actual Breachling models, they've given you these cool counters to represent them, which is actually a great idea. Good job on that. Weird. And guaranteed this is probably the exact same size as the Breachling base, and just like the other counters, a nice thick card, absolutely awesome, impossible to bend or crease, just so well made, so well thought out. Great job, Weird. Absolutely great job, guys. Now the fun part. The miniatures. Alright, let's take the stupid lid off. Oh, it's taped down! No! Ah, ha, ha, ha. You can't stop me! I must see beautiful plastics! Cool. So this dude with these two crazy scythe-looking things. Whoa. And again, with the like little wisps of smoke and stuff, I'm gonna have to definitely work on my blending for these guys. Figure out ways to make that, you know, etheric stuff, whatever the heck it is, just look awesome. I really want to, these models are so spectacular, I really want to do them justice. I may have to up my painting game for this. Cool, the chick with a badass sword. Now, I understand it is a curved blade, but I don't think it's supposed to be curved that way. Probably not. So yeah, again, a little bit of hot water, just repositioning. Nothing that can't be fixed. And again, just look at the detail. Absolutely spectacular. Great job. Great job. This crazy guy's got a pickaxe. That's cool. Oh, and he's blind too. He's got a blindfold over his eyes. I assume that means he's blind. Just like sheer amount of chains and stuff, and again with the wispy spell effect smoke stuff going on. Nice. Oh, got a little nubby there from a sprue. Okay, so these are actually really clean though. I'm surprised. But I will have to go around and cut stuff like that off, and there you go. There's a little bit of a gap there where they've glued together those two pieces. Gonna have to hit that with a little bit of green stuff, a little bit of filler, but that's okay, because for the most part these are take it out of the box and start painting. Very little cleaning involved. I am ecstatic about that, because again, and the fact that they're pre-assembled, because again, the Malifaux minis, I recall gluing many pieces to my fingers and or breaking pieces as I was putting them together because of all the fiddly little bits. All the fiddly little bits makes Weird's miniatures absolutely amazing, but it makes it a real pain in the butt to put together. So I assume with this game, they wanted them pre-assembled because, you know, like I say, them being as difficult as they are to put together, they're not good for beginner hobbyists. I would not recommend Malifaux models for beginners, whereas this game is obviously much more streamlined than Malifaux, and so I think they're trying to decrease that entry barrier, if you know what I mean. Make it a little easier for the noobs. That is a super cool fig. Look at this lady. Again, crazy spell effects. I love that they have like chaos stars all over them and stuff. I was going to say they wouldn't be very good in 40k only because of the scale difference, but actually, you know, with scale creep the way it is these days, these models would actually probably do quite well on the 40k battlefield. But that's not why we got them. We got them for the other side, and we're going to have some fun playing the other side. Oh, look at this chick. She's like ready to throw a fireball. Wow! Cool, again, curved knife, that sort of scimitar look. That is spectacular. Excuse me again. The dynamics of Weird's models have always blown me away. I mean, the first Ed Malifaux stuff wasn't that great, and then you get into second Ed, and their plastics are just amazing. And then for this game, they have just totally upped their game one more time. So look at this guy. That is cool. Cool, he's got 2 knives on his back. Excellent. He's like putting his hands together, summoning a fireball. Shoot out Dragon Ball Z style. And again, the Chaos Star. Love it. Yeah. Love it. They make a nice Malefic Lord for 40k. Anyway, sorry my brain's working on 40k. This is weird. We want to use this for Malifaux and the other side. So this is cool. That's a really cool effect. I like that they've done that. It's a little flimsy though. It's only being held on by this little knife. I see that breaking in the future. So maybe I'll just, you know, do something crazy like glue it onto the knee there or something so it has another contact point. Maybe even push it up and glue it onto the elbow as well. It's probably a good idea. Give it like 3 contact points so that way it's not going to break off, because if it's only being held on by this little spindly knife, that is probably going to break. I take good care of my models, but sometimes stuff happens, you know, stuff falls off the table or whatever. So, like I say, I'll probably just glue that to the arm there and then glue this to the leg here just to make it a little more sturdy. But again, few mold lines, there's a little bit on there. I actually see a little piece on the arm here where, like I say, it's been clipped out of a sprue. So, great job pre-assembling them for us, but at the same time, they do need a little bit of cleaning. And this guy just looks awesome. Reading from a spell book or whatever. Flames coming out of it, again with those crazy, like, flame, warp, spell effect, smoke things going on. Sure, just the sheer amount of chains and robes and just awesome little details. Look, he's actually got some sort of necklaces hanging around his waist with like teeth hanging from them, like horns and teeth and stuff. Animal teeth, I guess. Cool. Awesome. So that is the unit, the extra unit that they give you on top of the normal box. So I'm going to now show you guys all of the other little boxes, the big guy, the Goryshche, the Breachlings, and the couple of characters that come with it. So let's check those out. Alright, snap of the fingers, there they are. So I've got Fenton Brahms, I assume is one of my special characters for this faction. I got a Raving Madman, which is super cool. This is my adjunct model. And then I got 2 Breachlings. So I just showed you guys the Breachling tokens. It's cool to actually have some physical Breachling models. Always better than tokens, but again, great idea putting those tokens in there in case someone didn't actually end up purchasing these models as well. They can still play with them at least. There we go. So, I actually got 2 of these, so I'm not going to, you know, obviously open 2, and they're both exactly the same thing, so I'll just open the 1. And, what the hell, why don't we start with that first, actually. So I'll just push these aside for now. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, again, cool, opens at the side, that's definitely different. If I can just open the damn thing. There we go. Alright, let's slide this puppy out. Come on, man. Wow. Not sure they could have made that any harder. There he is. The Breachling. Cool. So, as usual, comes with a card. There we go. His stats. Again, I don't know how to play this game, so, you know, I'm not going to be able to tell how good he is, but silence between dimensions, When this activates top 2 cards of your fate deck. Ooh, cool. Weird. For some Jaws. Place a fire with an enemy fire team in line within 5 inches. Cool. Wild Thrashing. Oops! When this unit flips to glory, every enemy fire team within 6-inch aura suffers a strength 5 hit. These penetration flips cannot be cheated. Then the unit is killed. Interesting. So he like blows up when he dies. Cool. And the Fig. Let's get this guy. Ooh, actually, there's extra counters here too. Oh, cool. So I got even more of those Breachling counters. Interesting. There's 4 of them here. Huh. Wonder why they did that. I don't know, but cool nonetheless. Look at this crazy freaking thing. Holy crap. It's like wild ass, like Venus flytrap mouths sticking out of it everywhere. Holy crap, man. But yeah, this will definitely be doubling as like a chaos spawn for my 40k games as well. I might even be able to use this as like a rogue necromancy or something for Malifaux. Yeah, totally. Looking forward to that. So I guess that's not a super exciting one, it's just one figure, but there you go. You got to see what comes in that. And again, I got a duplicate of it, so yada yada yada. Just put that aside for now. Let's move on to the Raving Madman. Let's check this puppy out. What do you got, Mr. Madman? Throw that aside. Again, sideways opening box. Interesting. Slide this puppy out. Good, this one's not taped in like the other one was. Just throw that aside for a minute. Oh! And I actually have 2 of them. So I guess this is like Adam's Engineer, where he was expecting to have 1 and he ended up with 3. I was expecting to only have 1 of these guys, and it looks like they hooked me up with 2. Now, judging by the way this packaging is, it looks like there's only supposed to be 1, but I get the feeling they hooked us up with a couple extras, because that Kickstarter probably went well beyond what they intended. Oh, there is 3! Cool! Alright, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Oh, and one's broken. You know what? There's 3 of them, so that's okay. Raving Madman. So this is adjunct model. Asset. Oh, okay. So much like the Engineers, these guys are an asset themselves. Epic death scene. Lunacy. He's making some sense. Don't ever stop with the sense of humor, Weird. It's just great job with the sense of humor all the time. I absolutely love it. So yeah, those are kind of cool little cards. Now, I like that they have this packaging to kind of protect them, but as they threw the 2 extras in here, it looks like I have one that is broken. Oh! Yep, no, it is broken. That's okay. Looks like there is a nub there. Sort of ball and socket situation. Cool. So that can be easily glued back, that's not a big deal. Oh, and his spear's all bent up too. Well, that's kind of disappointing. But that's okay, because I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleaning. Again, like I say, a little bit of hot water, just bend this right back into place. No harm, no foul. This guy is actually fully intact. So I guess I don't need to pull the one out of there, because he's exactly the same as this one. Again, bent up spear, but easily fixed. And just spectacular, dynamic. Really well detailed. I love the amount of robes on this stuff, because believe it or not, I love painting robes. Absolutely love it. Makes my painting enjoyable. And I'll have fun painting guys different colored robes and stuff like that. I don't know if there's supposed to be anything specific for the fluff, but if you know me, if you've been watching this channel for a while, I don't do things the way the fluff says. And then, yep, we just got 3, I guess, 30 mil bases. Excellent. Yep, they gotta be 30s. So they look a little smaller than 32s, but a little bigger than 25s. So yeah, they gotta be 30s, which makes sense because in Malifaux, your standard infantry are on 30 mils. 30 millimeter bases. So there we go. That's those. Let's put those guys aside for now. Oh, can't forget the cards. Make sure to keep all my cards together. Alright, so we're getting there. Now, Monsieur Fenton Brahms. Neat. This guy looks wicked cool. He's got like a flaming bow. He's pulling back, generating some kind of charge here with his hands. So I guess it doesn't shoot arrows. It probably shoots like fireballs or some craziness like that. Again, awesome CGI rendering. Cool, he's got an eye patch. Actually, it looks like there's tentacles coming out of his hand there, as opposed to the artwork, which looks more like a flame. So let's bust this guy open and see what he looks like. Ooh, this is so exciting. I'm loving this. These miniatures are just mind-blowing, and like, this game is going to be so much fun. I can already tell. It has great personality, great sense of humor. This is going to be so much fun getting into this game. I don't think I've ever been so excited to get into a new game, other than when we first got into Malifaux, so that tells you something. Alright, breaking her open. Oh, we got a card on top. Same as the Breachling, if I can get it out of there. There we go. There he is, Fenton Brahms. I think this one had the special edition card in the last video that I showed you guys, but I'm just going to break this open because, yep, it's got a special flaming effigy. It's got a special asset just for him. Cool. Again, don't know what the stats are, so can't tell you whether or not they're he's that great, but nonetheless. And a much larger base for this guy. Wow, look how thick it is. That's... Oh, I see, it's the same height as those movement tray type bases, so I guess he just hangs out on his own, right? Yeah, totally. And surely, last but not least, the actual figure. Yep, so he is shooting like those weird flame things out of his hand. Oh my god. I am definitely going to have to step up my painting game for these minis. Yep, and there you go. Bent sword. That's okay, once again. I can bend that back into place. A little bit of heat. Nice. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Great job, Weird. So, that is the 3, I guess technically 4, smaller boxes that come in the Dual Commander box. Now we're going to check out the big guy, the finale, the Goryshche, however you say it. Anyway, let's check it out. So there he is, the pièce de résistance, the Goryshche, Goryshche, haha, I don't know. Alright, this is the big bad boy, the Titan for the Cult of the Burning Man. It's just one model, which blows my mind because this box is freaking huge. But regardless, as always, awesome cover art. Flip her over. CGI rendering. Includes one pre-assembled mini, base, and stat card. Cool. Alright, let's bust her out. Whoa! Whoa! Crazy! Alright, let's get this cover off here and actually, like, get into this. So there we go, there's the cards. There's a lot of cards. Why is there so many cards? Let's take a look. I was just expecting one stat card. Instead, we got the stat card. There you go. Now, looks like he has some assets specific to him. Snapping head. Cool. Bad breath. Makes sense. It's a giant multi-headed dragon. Splitting tails. Unnatural speed. Cool. Mighty tail. Fast regeneration. Like it. Regenerates very quickly. Loving it. Again, I don't know what any of this stuff does, but we're going to have fun playing this game. And Writhing Coils. Fire teams in this unit are immune to hazardous terrain. Cool. You can just move through terrain without problems. Awesome. And one big mofo base. Holy crap, that is huge. And again, the super thick base, right? To match the sort of movement tray type bases. Because obviously this guy is going to exist on his own. And here we go. Here he comes. Oh my god. Oh, and there's a head missing. Pre-assembled, eh guys? Well, clearly that broke, but that's okay. Obviously goes there. Got a sweet little peg and socket. Wow, can't even fit him in the camera, he's so big. Look at this thing! That is nuts! Absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, again, we got some seams here where it's glued together. Another one you can see here. Oh, there you can see there on the neck. Yeah. So a little bit of green stuff work. Looks like we do still have some nubs from sprue on here. So these are going to require a little bit of cleanup, but for the most part, it's actually really good. Yeah, wow, and even the detail on the bottom is spectacular, even though that's going to be sitting on the base and not even going to see it. Wow, that thing is so cool. That is amazing. Great job, Weird. Loving this stuff. Absolutely loving it. So that's it, pretty much, for the Dual Commander box. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed all those goodies. Alright, so that was the rest of the stuff for the Cult of the Burning Man from the Dual Commander box set that Adam and I got off the Weird Kickstarter for the other side. Wicked spectacular models. I love all of these sculpts. They're just all absolutely beautiful. Like, we did discover along the way that there was a few pieces broken. Actually, I guess there was only one guy that was kind of broken. Well, the Goryshche was kind of broken too, but anyway. A couple of bent pieces here and there. For the most part, though, not really any flash or mold lines. A little bit here and there, but you know, nothing that a few, you know, just going around with an X-Acto blade can't fix. Of course, I'm going to have to boil the kettle and straighten out a few of these pieces, and then I just got some plastic glue kicking around. It won't hurt to glue on the pieces that broke off. At least the pieces themselves didn't break. They only broke where they're actually attached. So that just shows you that these miniatures are actually molded on sprues, and then I guess they cut them off and assembled them in the production process, which is great because, like I say, the Malifaux models are incredibly fiddly with little tiny skinny pieces. Like I remember when I was putting together Sebastian, he had like that tube that goes around from his backpack to his like circular saw that he's got in his hand, and that tube alone I broke in 3 spots. Really, seriously, 3 different spots on one little tiny piece. So anyway, point proven, right? Like, it's great that they've assembled these for us. It's going to save me getting crazy glue all over my hands and gluing small pieces to my fingertips. So that's great. All I have to do is throw these on the bases and I'm good to go. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to actually painting all of this stuff because these models are just absolutely spectacular. Weird has completely outdone themselves once again. Everything this company makes blows my freaking mind. I mean, in the past, I've said how Games Workshop's plastic kits are absolutely the best. And I don't know, man. I think Weird's giving them a run for their money. Definitely giving them a run for their money. Stuff's just great. And I am opening all of these. Like, I was super excited for the other side when I first heard it was coming out. And then opening all of these boxes now. You guys have seen all of the stuff that we got in the Dual Commander set from the Kickstarter. Now at the point you guys are watching now, you've seen everything we got. So now it's just a matter of us putting it all together, getting it all painted up, and then we can start playing some games of the other side. So I'm looking forward to that. And like I say, I was super excited for this at the beginning, and now that I've opened everything, I am just even more excited. Because I even got stuff that I didn't even think I was going to get. Like I say, they threw in some bonus models, which is just super cool. And yeah, like I say, they've just completely outdone themselves. So if you like our unboxings, you like this video, hit like. Right? If you like it, hit like. It helps us out. Also, hit subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, because honestly, what's wrong with you? You need to subscribe to our channel because we have all kinds of sweet content. We not only do we do unboxings, we do battle reports, we do hobby tutorials, we do terrain tutorials, we have a podcast, we do and a whole bunch of other stuff too, which I can't even remember right now. But anyway, that being said, hit that bell notification so that you get to see all of that cool content when it comes out. And yeah, so if you want to help us out though, you really like this stuff, you want to give back and get a whole bunch of more stuff from us, then please head to the description below and check out our Patreon. For as little as $1 a video, or even $1 a month if you're so inclined, you can set a max per month of whatever you want. So, you know, if you pledge $1 a video and we release 18 videos, you don't have to give us $18. You can set a max of $3 if you really want to. And yeah, that little bit of cash just kind of helps us out, keep the lights on, you know, keep the ball rolling. Equipment costs, internet costs, terrain, miniatures. We're always expanding and trying to give you guys better content. So, you know, that little bit of money actually goes a super long way, and it gets you a whole bunch of bonus stuff. It gets you these videos, our normal video feed, early. It gets you extra videos, specific behind the scenes videos and stuff like that as well. Usually when we have a series of videos, we'll release one of the series for patrons only, so patrons don't miss anything. Unlike, you know, people watching for free don't get everything. The patrons do. You get to see everything. Plus, it also gets you discounts on hobby supplies, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of just other perks on there, so head to the description below, check out the Patreon campaign, and read through it. Give us $1, and you get a whole bunch of extra stuff, and it'll just greatly increase your Encounter Wargaming experience. That being said, guys, if you don't want to commit to giving us money every month, we do have a Spreadshirt page as well, so head down there. For I think about 28 bucks or 30 bucks, you can get a t-shirt with our logo on it. I've got a couple other, like, just funny, silly sayings on shirts and stuff like that, and we get a couple of bucks kickback out of that, and again, it just helps us fund this crazy thing we call Encounter Wargaming. So I want to say a big thank you to all of our patrons that are already patrons. Thank you so much for your help, guys. It's what really makes this thing possible, and we'll see you at our next encounter.
Like a monkey in a rocket on his way back home. Okay. Scratching his head upon a milk crate throne. Alright. Watching summer